Bagram, the military base that was once the epicenter of U.S. operations in Afghanistan, is back in U.S. President's bucket list. Trump has renewed demands of getting the Bagram air base back, but Taliban government in Kabul has refused to cede ground. Taliban leaders have given a sharp response to Trump's demands. Taliban Army Chief Qari Fasihuddin says there are no talks underway. He added that a deal over even an inch of Afghanistan soil is not possible. In a strong worded statement, he said Taliban fears no wealth and not tyranny.
See those who brought foreigners here, made them rulers over themselves and wanted to rule by force. They were cowards and timid. Out of their fear, they sought refuge with unbelievers. Relying on the great God, we fear no one, no wealth and no tyranny. And we proved this over 2 decades of jihad against the occupation, against America and its allies. We proved that we never feared.
This comes after Trump unleashed his pressure tactic on the Afghan government. In a post on his Truth Social, President Trump said very bad things could happen if Bagram is not returned to the U.S. Trump said Bagram was built by the U.S., but it was originally built by the Soviet Union back in the 1950s. It became the central hub for U.S. and NATO forces in Afghanistan after the 9/11 attacks and underwent a major expansion that included 2 long runways, large hangars, a control tower, and numerous support buildings. Afghanistan's Taliban-led foreign ministry had rejected the idea of handing over the base to Washington, D.C., saying that both countries needed to engage without any U.S. military presence. The rhetoric from the Taliban intel chief was also intense. Taliban's General Directorate of Intelligence, Tajmir Jawad, said that their fighters had carried out suicide bombings to seize power in the past and would do so again if it was necessary to preserve their rule. Jawad is a senior member of the Haqqani network. He is also known as the mastermind of suicide attacks. He was appointed Deputy Intelligence Chief after the Taliban took over in August 2021. During his recent visit to the United Kingdom, President Trump said the talks are underway for the controlled Bagram base. He said Taliban is willing to give up the base as they wanted things from the United States.
We just went through the Afghanistan total disaster for no reason whatsoever. We're going to leave Afghanistan, but we're going to leave it with strength and dignity. And we're going to keep Bagram, the big air base, that one of the biggest air bases in the world. We gave it to them for nothing. We're trying to get it back, by the way. Okay, that could be a little breaking news. We're trying to get it back because they need things from us. We want that base back. But one of the reasons we want the base is, as you know, it's an hour away from where China makes its nuclear weapons.
Bagram's position makes it a crucial point in the region. According to analysts, the Bagram air base is critical for the current U.S. administration as a flight distance from Bagram to China's Lop Nur nuclear test range is 2,000 kilometers, while the base could also prove useful to address issues with Iran, given 1,650-kilometer distance to Tehran. The distance between Bagram Air Base and Pakistan's capital Islamabad is just 400 kilometers and gives U.S. a good grip on Pakistan airspace. Given the recent developments, it is also close to New Delhi, sitting at a distance of 1,000 kilometers. We earlier spoke to Lean O'Donnell. She's a journalist and also author from London. This is what she told us.
The Americans want to be able to use Bagram to do surveillance, to control terrorist groups that they think may threaten regional and global stability. What is not written into that equation is the fact that the Taliban has transformed Afghanistan into a safe haven for almost 2 dozen, very well documented, I might say, by the United Nations Security Council, proscribed terrorist and jihadist groups. The Taliban is playing a double game here. What we don't know is what's written in the secret annexes of the deal that Trump himself did. So Trump did the deal to pull out of Afghanistan and to allow the Taliban to take control. And now what? He wants it back? Come on.